Good morning, good afternoon. Today's Wednesday, January 24th, 2018, and we're doing the morning business headline commentary. I was in a hiatus for the past 2 days because I had something to do. All right, let's go into the headlines. Again, like I have Indian followers such as India's Modi that after I featured Amazon in one of my data videos, Modi went for a big hug on Amazon. So right now, Modi is making some small headlines, trying to promote India's economy like he did previous several times. So let's see how he does. Okay. Toys R Us, again, it's probably need to sell other things than toys in order to survive. Here's the thing, like Toys R Us only sells toys which other retailers use as a bait to sell other higher price items as a lure. So when you cannot compete at that level, where you don't have the lure, using toys as a lure to come in to buy other high pricing items, you lose out. So that's that. General Electric is a little bit struggling behemoth as it works its way to leadership changes and so forth like that. Alright, net neutrality, as I mentioned previous times, it would be argued and disputed in the courts and also in the Congress as well. In my own opinion, if you offer free internet access, you have a right to prioritize your traffic because you're sponsored. However, if you pay for internet, you shouldn't have any priorities in different traffic. So net neutrality should exist in the side where you pay for internet access. That's my opinion. Qualcomm is a good company in its techniques and technology design in telecommunication. So, it has a right to charge a lot. So Starbucks able to have a pricing leverage to charge a cup of coffee higher than a Happy Meal and a Big Mac meal. So that's interesting. United views expansion plan. Due to high costs, they see like the stock would tumble a little bit. All right. So that's a little bit of a development in the Consumer Protection Agency. So you see, like in Canada and maybe in some states in the West, they legalizing marijuana. So it's expanding industry, and it's an industry where you need a lot of land to grow these plants. Yeah. So you see, like everybody's given a good word on the executive of the government. In my opinion, he's technically a good president in developing the economy. So you see the tariffs imposed by the executive of the government. So we see some uncertainty about the industry and the solar panels. That will be worked out eventually. So we see the tax cut break, see Disney following suit with other companies offering bonuses. Alright, It's a little bit on the chips. Looking at the futures, we see the continuing rise, but slow rise of crude oil. You know, like there's a competing headlines and the truth of the fact that the United States is a dominant producer of crude oil. So this is West Texas instrument and should be determined by the United States output and not the Middle Eastern OPEC, because their output is dwarfed by the amount of the United States being produced. Alright, there's FX, almost 100 pips for the euro, and the weakening of the US dollars to help the economy. Here's Nikkei, and Hang Seng continues to rise up forward. Alright, Dow Jones down 14. Alright, that's about it for today's Wednesday, January 24th, 2018. In some of my opinions, the markets are going up and the cryptos are being helped as well, as the you know, the soon to be distributed like bonuses to a lot of you know, financial professionals and related. So I do see good omens coming about in many of the markets, including crypto, the stock market, the fixed income market, and so forth. Alright, I do have Indian followers and Chinese business followers. After I featured Amazon about a year and a half ago in my dated video, I do have Indian followers, including India's Modi. India's Modi went for a big hug on Amazon after my dated video on Amazon featuring them. If you follow my advice, you more than double your stock investment in Amazon. It was like 500, 600 bucks a share when I featured it. Now it's over 1100 bucks a share. I also have Chinese business followers that decide to buy out Germany's robotics firm. After I featured these robotics in my supercar videos, building supercars using these robotics. In my dated video, some of them listed below. And thirdly, I have rapid response from Ford Motor Company on Wednesday commentary, where I said that car companies can only survive if they have a version of EVs and hybrids. And within the same day, 6 hours, Ford came out in an announcement that they would be building bigger cars and bigger trucks with a version of EVs and hybrids. Alright, that's 3 of many sometimes actionable commentaries I make. And today's Wednesday, January 24th, 2018. And happy trading, everybody.